Welcome to all you Leos. Welcome for your general horoscope for the whole year of 2017. And it seems that the whole year is a bit less stressful, or let's put it that way, less insecure. A lot of the bigger planets, there are some other aspects going on that are a bit more fluently now. So, but First of all, I want to start with explaining the eclipses, because you're gonna have eclipses in your sign. You together with the Aquarians. This is significant because the eclipses will be around February and August time. So then you are going to have eclipses in your first house versus the seventh house. What does it mean? It means big shifts when it comes to relationships, but also when it comes to, of course, how you relate to you, and how you understand yourself. So, and eclipses work in this way that when we have been clinging on to something that was not, to something, I mean a part of our identity or a relationship that is no longer suiting for us, and we know it, but we keep on clinging, this could be a year where there is this shift. And eclipses time are times where we are like putting back on the right track, whether we like it or not, whether we do it ourselves or the universe, so to speak, and we sense it as something that comes to us. But whatever it is, it's a good sign that when it comes to you, your identity, when it comes to relating to others, there is more authenticity coming your way. There is a reality coming your way even more than before. So it's a big growth process now, in many areas. Now, what is happening between the bigger planets now? It's Saturn, which has been in your fifth house, the Leo house, for a long time, and it still will be the whole year in your fifth house. Has now a more easy aspect also, having from Uranus, making a trine to it. And this is good for you Leos, because last year Saturn in your fifth could have restricted you when it comes to your pleasure, basically. The fifth house is the house of pleasure and how you enjoy yourself. It's the house of children, romance, restaurants, cafes, etc. So it's in a nutshell, it's how you express yourself, and doing that in a really enjoyable way. And Saturn dims that a little bit. But now, this year, the same Saturn is trining Uranus, and this is better. This is from your ninth house, your philosophical house, the house of where your perception level is, your connection with the divine, or with God if you like, but also your how you see the world in a bigger picture. So this eases up a little bit. It's still Saturn in your fifth, so it's still hard work if you want to do your own projects. It's still hard work with connections with children, for instance. It's still hard work if you want to express yourself and making money out of that, or it could be harder work than normal. But again, as I said, this Uranus trine is, and especially on around May and November, but this Uranus trine makes it a little bit less stressful. It's like you feel freer, so to speak, here in your mind, in the higher mind, that is. And because you feel freer, you don't see it so much as a burden with Saturn in your fifth house. You see it as, okay, I need to structure this up so I can feel more free. That's basically it. That's a fantastic trine there going on. What else? So except from this trine, there's also Jupiter, of course, in your third house. So this is good. This is Jupiter in Libra in your third house, which is about you learning new things. It's possible, learning a new skill, appreciating your environment more, or you teaching others could be the case as well. But it's the way that you think is more positive. So, and this is going to accelerate next year in 2017 because it squares to Pluto. So Pluto is in the house of your day-to-day life, your work, your health. And these two are connecting with each other, Jupiter and Pluto. I already talked about that in monthly horoscopes. but it's a continuation in the end of March and also August, but it approximately the whole year, you could say. And there's this bigger, deep, profound expansion going on with the way that, because you think more positive, there is a transformation possible when it comes to work or when it comes to health. So for instance, if you're not liking what you're doing, try to shift the way you think, and that might help you to find a new job and to transform that. And even totally changing your profession. So from a nurse to a salesman, for instance, whatever. I mean, learning a totally new skill and therefore transforming your work could be one of them. It could also mean health, that you maybe you have an issue when it comes to health, and because you shift, it's a new way of thinking, which is way more broadening, maybe a bit more alternative things, but it helps you to battle that illness with way more positivity, and therefore transforming you into a new person. So that is pretty deep what is going on there. That Jupiter also, as I said, opposes Uranus, so there will be a lot of flashes of insights which go in peaks. For you, Leos, because of you reading a book or talking to someone in the environment or with the traveling, you find a new way of living actually. So it may sound trivial, but it isn't. It can help you to improve your health, to improve your day-to-day routines, so it's not that dull anymore. So with Pluto there's a lot of transformation going on with the routines as well. But a year of huge possibility of growth, because the North Node will be in your sign. So which means it's like the emphasis is now on you. So if you have been putting a bit too much emphasis on others, this year 2017, the planets, the stars, whatever, the universe is asking you to put a little bit more emphasis on you, and then the rest will follow, so to speak. If it would have been North Node in Aquarius, it would be the other way around, but now it could also mean that a lot of connections that weren't helping you anymore, that they kind of fade away. You don't have to do anything about it, but they kind of fade away, and that strengthens you, because then you can create new ones. So having said that, overall it seems for you Leos, an emphasis on health, an emphasis on work to improve that, an emphasis on you, better putting the emphasis on your own growth so that other people can grow with you. When it comes to love, the same. I don't want to say be selfish, be egocentric, but it's a lot about what do you need in this relationship? What is, taking or questioning yourself. These items can be very helping you. It's also on a mind level, you're growing a lot. So yes, it's and I'll break it down a bit further in the monthly horoscopes. Thank you so much. I wish you a very good year, dear Leos, and thank you for sharing, and see you next time. Bye bye.